Hi everyone, welcome to another Wednesday homework club. Today is International Women's Day, so congratulations to all of you women. Today we'll be starting John Thompson's book from the beginning, almost the beginning. One of the first pages, page number 8, Middle C as a semibreve. Okay, for all those little ones who have just joined our course. Let's start talking about the stave. Let me share my camera. On the stave, we have treble clef and bass clef. Whenever we see treble clef, that means we normally play with our right hand. And I say normally because there's some exceptions, but for now, let's just say every time we see treble clef, we play with the right hand. And every time we play with the left hand, it's because there is a bass clef. So bass clef, left hand. Treble clef, right hand. So right now, there is a note here. That note, which is just at the bottom of the stave, it's middle C. Middle C on the piano, it's here. In the middle of the piano. So there's two black keys. To the left, we've got middle C. Right in the middle of the piano. So actually that middle C here, if we find it on the treble clef part of the stave, you see, it's written there with the treble clef stave. It's not written down here, it's written up here on the treble clef stave. That's why we play with the right hand. Then everything that goes from that note towards the top of the stave, of the treble clef stave, all those notes that are going to be written up here are meant to be played with the right hand as well. And those notes are going to be from middle C going upwards. Okay, what if we find that middle C, that's also middle C, at the top of the bass clef stave? And it's written there. It's not up here on the treble clef. It's on the bass clef stave. That middle C, it's the same middle C, which we play with finger number 1. And then everything else that will be written down here on this bass clef stave, that will go downwards, from middle C downwards. I say downwards because the sound is going down in pitch, always down. So going to the left will mean going down. Going to the right will mean going up. Going higher and higher, you see? Okay, now, middle C as a semibreve. Okay, the semibreve is one of the notes we need to know. There are some different notes. Apart from C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C, and the musical alphabet, there's notes, different notes, depending on their time value, how long they last. So a semibreve is one of the longest notes. It's actually the longest that we will learn. That lasts 4 beats. So if we see this semibreve, which is, it looks like a dinosaur egg that's lying down. You see, it's not a note like some other notes. It's not like this. That's not a semibreve. That has a little stem, goes up. This is not a semibreve. That it has a stem and a smaller head. But this one, this is a semibreve. It's very big and it's empty inside and it doesn't have a stem. That's a semibreve and that lasts 4 beats. So every time we see one, we hold the note for 4 counts. In this case, this semibreve is middle C. So we play middle C and hold it for 4 counts. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay? Actually, this particular case, it's in bass clef. So I was meant to do it with my left hand. 1, 2, 3, 4. And if we go to this case, semibreve on treble clef stave. So I'll do it with which hand? My right hand, of course, with finger number 1 as well. It tells us right there. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, that's all for today about middle C and semibreves. Just make sure you remember where middle C is and the fact that you're meant to play it with finger number 1 on the right hand and finger number 1 with the left as well, depending on where it is on which clef. Okay, now for my a little bit more advanced students, you know that we've been looking at the arpeggios, right? For the last 2 weeks. An arpeggio is basically take a chord, you know the chord, 3 notes, compose a chord, and take those 3 notes and just play them separately, up and down. Okay, now we're not going to see the arpeggios today again. We're going to build it up from there. So arpeggios, but broken chords. Broken chords. So let's start. Let's do it actually only with the left hand, because I normally use my broken chords to improvise. So I play with my left and I improvise something with my right. Let me show you how. You see what I just did there? I was using broken chords here. D major broken chord, A minor broken chord, F major broken chord, G major broken chord. Then with this hand, I was just playing some kind of random notes. They're not so random, it depends how good of a musician you are, but they just come naturally to you. Just need to create melodies, be creative. You can use 1 finger if you want. Or just use 2 fingers. Okay, but for now, this week, we're learning how to play those broken chords. All right, to start with, let's start as always with C major. So we always use C major for starting with every little skill that we're learning. So C major, C, E, and G. Those are the 3 notes. It's fine if you play the E here, if you play the C down here, if you play the G here or here. As long as you play C, E, and G, you have the C major chord. Whether it's a chord, it's an arpeggio, it's a broken chord. Okay, so today it will be a broken chord. So let's take finger number 5 and play C with that one. Then we will skip E. We'll not play E in this scale, in this octave. We'll play it in the next octave, but let's get there in a second. So we'll play C. Then we're not playing E, remember, we're playing G with the 2nd finger. Then with the thumb, we'll continue and play the next C. So far we got 2 different notes. We got C, G, and C again. So we still need to add E somewhere. Otherwise it is not C major. So C, G, C, then E will be up here. And I'll be using my thumb as well. And this is how it goes. That's 1. Okay, it is easier than you think, because the trick is to know that after every single note, I'll play G with my 2nd finger. After every note. So, first note C, then, of course, after that note, it goes a G. Okay, now, next note, C. All right, let's go back to G. Next note, E. Let's go back to G. Next note, C again. And let's go back to G. It's always G after every single note. So the notes will be C, C, E, C. Okay, C, C, E, C. But after each one of them, I go back to G. So G, 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 and repeat. And repeat. Repeat. Okay, we can do the same thing. Now, first of all, you need some practice. First, you need to be able to play this very fast. You need to be able to even look at the ceiling and play it. Look to the side. Close your eyes. Get used to this movement. Once you get used to it, you can actually go down and change the chord. And still, you see my eyes are closed, still with the same movement. You're changing the chord and it changes the sound. Keep changing, going down, 2 more. Going up. Okay, so how to do this? Let's just say we want to do C major and A minor. Okay, only that. C major and A minor. So we'll do one with C major, and then we'll do the same on A minor, but A minor has 3 different notes, right? It has A, C, and E. So we need to play those 3 notes on the same position we did with C major. So we do A, we skip C, we play E with the second finger. And this E is the note we will always come back to. So A, E, A, E, C, E, A, E. Right? So let's do the whole exercise. It's C and A, C and A. Now, for all of you who have a pedal, sustain pedal, you can use it. If you have big pianos, it'll come with a sustain pedal. You can use it while you play the broken chord, and it'll sound way more beautiful because it sustains the note. It's not gonna fade. Even if you release the note, it keeps ringing. You can play as many C major chord notes you want. It'll keep sounding beautiful if you keep the pedal pressed. And then you can actually, with the right hand, play whatever notes. But if you want them to sound perfect, they need to be notes of the C major chord. See? Let's go to the A minor now. C major notes here. All right. So next week, we'll continue with this. And I'll teach you a bit better how to improvise with your right hand while you play your broken chords with the left. For now, please practice a lot the broken chords. Down. Try to play with your eyes closed, looking at the ceiling. The distance between notes is the same, regardless of the chord you do. All right, perfect. Let's talk about guitar now. For my guitar students, we are still working on our pentatonic scale. All right, let me just remind you how the pentatonic scale works. We choose any fret, let's say fret number 5. Remember, there's 2 notes on each string, and there's six strings, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right, there's 2 notes on each one, so 12 in total. So it'll be all of the strings start on fret number 5 because we just picked it up. So 5 with my first finger, then with my fourth finger, with my pinky, you know, I'll skip 2 frets and I'll play on fret number 8. So it's 5, 8. Then let's change the string. It's 5 again, but then it's 7 with this finger, third finger. Then change the string again, keep going down, and it's 5 again. Sorry, 5 and 7 again. Keep going down, 5, 7 again. Keep going down, 5. Now it's 8 with the pinky. And keep going down, and again it's 5 and 8 again with the pinky. All right, so let's do it. 5, 8, 5, 7, 5, 7, 5, 7, 5, 8, and 5, 8. A good way to think about it is that everything is 5, 7 apart from this one and the last 2. Okay, 5, 8, then 5, 7, 5, 7, 5, 7, and the last 2 are again 5, 8, 5, 8. And the aim is to play it like this, faster. And of course, coming down, 7, 5, 7, 5, sorry, 8, 5, 8, 5, 7, 5, 7, 5, 7, 5, 8, 5. Once you do that, and you are a bit confident that you're gonna play it fast enough, just like this, that's fast enough for me. Okay, so now you can change, and instead of starting on fret number 5, you can start on, say, fret number 7. And then everything goes up by 2 frets. So then it's 7, 10, 7, 10, 7, 9, 7, 9, 7, 10, 7, 10. Now let's start on, say, fret number 3. Same thing, 3, 6. Sorry, not 6. Yeah, 6, 6, sorry. 3, 6, 3, 5, 3, 5, 3, 5, 3, 6, 3, 6. So your exercise is actually to pick random numbers. Say 5, then 9, then 3, then 1. 5, 9, 3, 1. Remember that. 5, 9, 3, 1. And let's start. Start on 5. Now it's 9. Now it's 3. Now it's 1. And start again. 5. 9. 3. 1. And again, 5. You can spend the whole afternoon doing this if you want. Or half an hour each day, 15 minutes, something at least. And very soon your fingers will get very strong and very fast. Trust me, you won't regret it. It's a really good exercise. And soon you'll be playing the blues. But let me talk about the blues in the next lesson. Okay, so we've seen all of that. And now for my music theory students, today we'll be learning about keys. So not the keys of the piano, but the keys of music theory. So there are, so let me just show you on the whiteboard. So we got C. The key of C doesn't have any sharps or any flats. The key of C basically goes C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C. Okay, that's the scale. And let me show you on the piano as well. Where is it? Here. C, and it goes from C to C with no sharps or flats. I'm talking about the black keys when I say sharps or flats. So it's C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C. Nothing, no sharps, no flats. But now, the relative minor of that one, so because there's two kinds of scale, two kinds of keys, the major keys and the minor keys. The major key in this case is C major, and its relative minor will be A. A, it's a minor scale that also uses no sharps or flats. So it has the same keys, the same notes as the C major scale. So, but starting on A. You see, no black keys. That's the relative minor of C major. Each major key has their relative minor. So in the case of C, it's A minor. We always count that by going down 3 semitones. So from C, we go to B, B flat, A. There you go. Let's count again. Let's start on C, and then we go down 3 steps. 1, 2, 3. That's the relative minor. Very good. Now let's look at the next major key. Sorry, with 1 sharp. We've got G major. It goes from G to G, going through all the white keys, but it has 1 sharp. F is sharp, so we don't play F, we make it sharp. So it's G, A, B, C, E, F, sorry, F sharp, and G. See, if we play F, it doesn't really sound like a major key, like a major scale. It's to be F sharp. Now, what would the relative minor of G be? Same thing, we do 3 steps backwards. 1, 2, 3. So the relative minor, it's E minor. And E minor shares the same keys, same notes as G. So that'll mean that we'll play E and then not F. Remember, F was meant to be sharp. So E, F sharp, G, A, B, C, D, E. That is E minor scale. So far we've got 2. Let me show you on the screen. So far we've seen at C major, its relative minor will be A minor, all right? Next, with 1 sharp, we've got G major with F sharp. It has an F sharp, okay? I say +1 because it has 1 sharp, F sharp. And the relative minor, we said it was E minor. Remember how to count down 3 steps. Go down 3 steps to find the relative minor. Okay, let's go to the next. +2, that means 2 sharps. With 2 sharps, we got D major. And the 2 sharps are F sharp, because you always carry the sharps from the one before. So now we got 2, F sharp and C sharp. F sharp and C sharp. Okay, remember, F sharp and C sharp. Now let me show you on piano. D major scale, right? From D to D. And there's 2 sharps, F sharp and C sharp. So we don't play F or C, we play them sharp. So it starts on D. D, E, F, no, F sharp. G, A, B, C, no, C sharp, and D. Very good. What about the relative minor of D major? Let's do the counting backwards. Get to D and count backwards 3 steps. 1, 2, 3. Which note is this? B. That means the B minor scale sounds like this. Remember the C sharp and the F sharp. B minor sounds a bit more sad, right? Minor keys sound sad and major keys sound happy. Okay, that was all for today. Now you know majors and minors up to 2 sharps. Next week we'll see more of that, up to 4 sharps, because that's what you need to know for grade 3. For grade 1, don't worry just now, you don't need relative minors, you just need 1 sharp and 2 sharp keys, and also one bemol. What's the name in English? 1 flat. Okay, thank you, and see you next Wednesday, and please practice a lot, and bye-bye.